Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
What's the motherfucking Kate deal, man? Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio, where you come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot the shit with Sheldon. Say, if you ain't subscribed to the channel by now, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and tap on the notifications bell as well. That way you are amongst those who are notified as soon as I release new content. Also, don't be shy, drop me some in the comment section, that way I can familiarize myself with you and recognize who you are as we are reacting to these videos or news like we have today. And I do try to respond to each and every last one of my comments when I see them. Say, I really appreciate each and every last one of my subscribers, the ones who stay in the comment section, the ones who let me know they notified up, all that good stuff, man. I really do appreciate it, man. It touched me very deeply. All right, now in this video that we got today, man, it's gonna be something real kind of touchy. I don't know if it's real or if it's fabricated, you know what I'm saying? So all of this is alleged news. I want to put that out there right now. All of this is alleged news, but we're gonna jump off up in it right now. All right, now. So from what I get, a lady has been secretly fed some get rid of the baby pills, if you will, while she was with child. And yeah, she was secretly fed this by the dude who impregnated her, allegedly. So without any further ado, let's jump off up into this right now. And this is gonna be a long list of tweets, so y'all finna just get me. If you don't want to hear me talking, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you, because you finna see a whole lot of me right now. You might as well change the channel, because it ain't no video. This is straight tweets, and I'm gonna be reading the whole thread. You dig what I mean? So let's jump off up into this content right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
It was posted by Abba Agri on April 24th of 2022 at 1:46 p.m., right? And it reads, I want to tell whomever will listen about what my ex did to me and our child throughout my pregnancy. This family that we were creating was one he stressed he wanted so bad after his initial reservations. I had given this man so many chances to leave and constantly asked him to do so. And if that was what he chose, and he never did, forcing my child and I to suffer the consequences. All right? There may be triggers in this thread, so please prepare yourself for what you will read. I ask that you please share my story, because the man that has done this to me has not been arrested and will prey on others at his leisure. He has taken no responsibility for his actions. All right. To start off, the lady says, my boyfriend at the time inserted 2 get rid of the baby pills in my vajayjay under the disguise of oral and digital sex the morning of February 20th, 2022. Digital sex? Y'all gonna have to let me know what digital sex is in the comment section, eh? All right, now it says I was 17 weeks pregnant. At the time he inserted the pills, I was unaware, as he covered my stomach completely with my comforter and made sure it was extremely dark in my room. He asked if he could blindfold me to spice up the sex, but I said no, because I was uninterested. Yo, all right, it says I immediately began to experience what I later found out was side effects of the drug misoprostol. I don't know how to pronounce that one, y'all. I know I butchered the hell out of it. All right, it says a pill that doctors give to women under supervision to assist in abortion or labor. Hold on now. This is a pill that doctors give to women under the supervision to assist in abortion or labor. How the hell did this man get his hands on these pills? Is my question. All right. As he lay next to me in bed after he had inserted the pills, I began to have chills, then extremely terrible cramps, and then that led to diarrhea and later the leaking of my water. I had assumed at the time, before my water began to leak, that I was experiencing food poisoning. As he lay next to me in bed after he had inserted the pills, I began to have chills. Oh, I already read that one. Okay. All right, so the night before he had taken me to a Korean steakhouse for dinner, I assumed that the meat I made for us did not agree with me. So did you make it, or did the Korean steakhouse make it? I called my on-call OBGYNs constantly that day, specifically before I began to experience leaking. And they had agreed that it very well could have been food poisoning. All right. As this man lay next to me, he watched me experience what was later confirmed by my doctors to be contractions. D-Zam. He knew exactly what he had done and why I was experiencing what I was experiencing, and watched me sit in pain and confusion. Wow. This is demonic on a different level. He told me then that we should try to get rest. As my fever began to spike, he went to sleep or pretended to. I took Tylenol as instructed by the doctor and was able to finally get some rest. When I woke up, I noticed he was awake and alert next to me. He told me that his parents had told his sisters they wanted him to go back home. For the past 2 weeks, at the time, he had been living with me. He told me and my family that he had told his parents I was pregnant and they had kicked him out as our cultures did not necessarily align. He is Middle Eastern, Pakistani to be exact. So we got a divester. We got a black woman, and I'm not trying to disparage her for her preferences, but this is a pattern I'm seeing. We got a black woman who chose to date outside of her race, and something bad happened to her. I mean, it's just a pattern I'm seeing. This was one of the reasons I was told I nor our child would be accepted in his culture. Okay. For some reason in my gut, I didn't believe he truly told them. Because he didn't, sweetheart. He didn't tell them that. It went against their culture. And this is why he got a hold of those pills, because he ain't black. A black man wouldn't have been able to get a hold of them bad boys, you know what I'm saying, so easily. After he told me what I felt was a lie, that his parents wanted him to go back home, I asked him to pack all his things and leave my home immediately. He began to protest and asked me if I was kicking him out. I simply stated that I didn't believe he ever told his family. Well, you could have easily found that out. All you had to do was pick up the phone or go over to where they were and tell them, or ask them, have they been notified, you know, if you had any type of connection or contact with them. All right, the truth about our relationship or our pregnancy, and I was too tired to deal with his BS that day. Oh, okay, so she believed I simply stated that I didn't believe he ever told his family the truth about our relationship or our pregnancy, and I was too tired to deal with his BS that day. All right, he began to linger and said he wanted to come back. He sat on the floor, began crying, but acknowledged that he in fact never told his parents the truth. I later realized he only wanted to come back to make sure he was successful in terminating my pregnancy. Damn. In the 2 weeks he lived with me, he got so close to a large part of my tight-knit community. I didn't know it at the time, but this tactic was used so suspicion would never point to him. He never expected that the misoprostol would not dissolve, leaving the only culprit to be him. Now, this is what they do, non-black people. They try to weasel their way in and make you think they are not one of those who dislike black people. And they do some devious shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It never fails, you know what I'm saying? when they are like that. So, all right, he finally collected all his things and prepared to leave. The last thing he said to my face was that he loved me and the baby so much. Lying some of my... Around 8 p.m., I called him and told him I was no longer interested in being with him. I felt as though he was a coward and I was not going to tolerate any more lies. He happy right now. He over there just dancing and shit going on. Yeah, this is all a part of his plan. I had broken up with him, told him we were done, and the only thing he kept asking me was, well, how are you feeling now? Over and over again. He trying to get some answers on how she feeling woozy, she feeling sick, all this shit. He know he up to something, he done something, he know. And he trying to figure out, you know, what's going down because he's not around to see it firsthand. I couldn't understand why, because at the time, for some reason, I felt a bit better. I had rested and thought that the food poisoning began to subside for the most part, and didn't mention still feeling ill to him once. Okay. I later realized it was because he wanted to see if I had miscarried yet. Right after I got off the phone, I began to feel more gushes of water leaving my body. I had a few tiny leaks a few hours prior, but was told by my OBGYN it could be natural from diarrhea pushing my body to push discharge out. I was worried, so I rushed to the bathroom and wiped. After looking at the tissue, I saw one hexagonal pill. Wow. I was unsure of what was happening, so I wiped again, and on that napkin, there was another pill. I kept wiping and found nothing else. Damn. My sister came into my bathroom, looked and asked me what it was. At the time, I was in so much shock I couldn't fathom the reality of what I was seeing. I immediately asked for her phone and searched for images of abortion pills that could be inserted vaginally, and saw that they were the exact same shape as the two that came out of me. Damn. At that time, I had never felt so much pain. I have never felt such pain and shock in my life. I knew in that moment he had put those pills in my body that morning under the disguise of sex. I called my OBGYN once again and disclosed what I had found. She told me to immediately come into labor and delivery. Damn, man. If this is real and if this is not fabricated, this is very wicked. And if she fabricated this up, she's one good storyteller, one good writer. As I was rushed to the hospital, I couldn't cry or focus on the reality of the betrayal and the pain I felt. I did everything I could to calm myself so my baby wouldn't feel my distress. I couldn't come to terms with actually losing what I had wanted so bad. I prayed. I pleaded with God in hopes that in some miracle my child would be saved. We arrived at the hospital with the two pills I had found concealed in a Ziploc bag for the doctors to look at. My doctor did a speculum test on me to confirm whether or not the gushes of water were in fact amniotic fluid. She immediately confirmed it was, and that because of this, the prognosis of my pregnancy was not good, and all because of how early on it was. Man. And here is image of the pills presented by patient. Wow. Note from your admission. Wow. You know?
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Now, if you go and you read throughout the rest of those threads, they found the dude. They found the dude and they put his address and everything up there. Everything. I can't post it on my page. So what y'all can do is search her on Twitter, and if y'all scroll all the way down, y'all see where they posted the man, allegedly. You see what I'm saying? This is all alleged news, man. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. This is very, very disturbing. So, yeah, y'all be careful out there. Be careful who you laying up with, man. People ain't who they say they are all the time, you know. And women, y'all gotta be a little bit more selective on who y'all giving that box up to, you know. Y'all can't just be out here giving that box up to everybody. And black women, black queens, y'all have to understand that the box is heaven on earth. And be careful who you let inside your queendom, all right? Let me know how y'all feel this. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel on your way out. I really do appreciate each and every last one of my subscribers. And if you vibed all the way out to the end, I fornicate with you the long way. Say, man, until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I'm gonna need y'all to stay cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you suppose. And
if you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, God.